Alrighty, we have moved back up to the bridge again. Taking my first cast out there, about 25 yards or so. About 7-8 foot here. There's a little rock line about halfway, and usually the smallies and rock bass will hold up on it. 7-8 foot max. I think it's 9 foot under the bridge, but there's really no structure at all besides maybe around the pilings. There's a couple old fence posts and stuff like that in there, but I gotta make sure when I get a fish that I should have brought my net, because when I was reeling a smallie in earlier, I thought it was small enough to where I could lift it up, and sure enough, I tried pulling it out of the water and broke the line, and he swam off my ice fishing jig. So that wasn't good. I lost 2 jigs already. Got snagged up in that tree earlier, and then now lost that one to that smallie. So hopefully I can at least catch something for you guys. If not, like I said, just a video for content, talking about future videos and stuff like that. And hope you guys like them. I'm gonna try to get better at making them, so it's not too just boring or random or stuff like that. I might try and do blogs, stuff like that, talking about upcoming trips, or maybe go a little bit in depth on like the techniques and equipment used for that day and stuff like that. And it'll all get better in time. Only thing is, I probably won't be able to do as many videos because I have a 9-month-old son. So I mean, pretty soon he'll be able to join me in my videos, but right now we're doing a lot of taking care of. He gets sick quite a bit, so he just got out of a head cold, and then he had strep not too long ago, a couple weeks ago. So it's kind of back to back getting sick, but all is well so far. But I'll try to make as many videos as I can for you guys. Ooh, I just got hit right there. He bumped it. He didn't get it all in his mouth, so just cast it on back out there again around that same spot he bit. I see my line pull out, then went slack, so he hit it and dropped it. Don't know if you like the taste of it or what. Might try a plastic with a little more scent on it. I got some new Euro tackle. Let's see, I got Y fries, I got the regular Euro grub, I got the Gamma Scuds, I got Crazy Critters, and I got those little red worms. And those all have a fantastic scent to them. Even with a very small profile, fish don't really see it. They get more attracted to the jig, but when they come into and see that plastic, they just go nuts. They inhale it, and there's no letting go. It's just like gulp in a way, you know? Or using live bait. Got a very nice scent. Even the scuds, they smell like a little shrimpy. I got them mainly because I think the perch are gonna go nuts. And the perch are getting a lot bigger in this body of water. I think last 2 years I've caught nothing but little 6 inches, but now I'm starting to get into like anywhere between 9 to 13 inches. So hopefully we can really bang out the perch this ice season and get on a lot of big ones. I mean, the average size is still about 7-8 inches, but between 7 and 9, that's average. But hey, that's a jumbo compared to what this river used to have in it. I even caught a few brook trout through the ice last year. Mostly, I'm sure it'll be nighttime crappies or rock bass. That's about the only free time I get. During the day, I'm busy taking care of my son. But we'll be definitely doing some hardcore night around. I'm guessing it'll be definitely thick enough ice to bring out the shacks around the 25th, I'm guessing, so. But I think today is December 8th, I believe. Where all the smallies are at. I was getting smacked earlier like crazy, and now it's just blah. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know what's going on here. Earlier I had 3 back-to-back, and now it's dead out here. I got spoons and number 3 ripping wraps I could put on, but I really don't want to, because with this 2 or 3 pound test, you know, like snap off pretty easily. Especially those you're gonna be targeting bigger fish, and I'm fine with catching small ones. That's a bite. Oh, he had it and it jerked right out of his mouth. Yeah, see right there, he pulled my plastic down. That was a slow take. They must be getting slower, more lethargic. But he was there. Do you know these smallies really like pink, so I might even put on a pink gamma scud like I did the other day and slayed them. There's one. Oh no! He had it again. And again, I yanked it right out of his mouth. Guessing back to the same spot again. Might put on something smaller to make sure they inhale it, you know. Layer jigs are better in this colder water, because then when they're biting, then they tend to suck it in. With a heavier jig, you're just going to get short strikes, and they're going to pick it up, they're going to feel the weight, and then drop it. So having a lighter jig, you're going to, you know, ensure that they inhale it when they go to bite it, and they're not having to resistance. It's a lot easier when I'm more lethargic. Mouths are kind of just scooting this along the bottom, so they're probably getting it on the bottom lip and not getting it in their mouth. Like that right there, I think something had it again. Picked it up and dropped it. There's something. There's one. Came back for it. It's a little small. Yeah, I can see him right there. See him flipping around in the water. All right, I gotta get down a little bit lower because I don't dare lift them. This is well, I think it's 2 pound line. It's like either 2 or 3. I think it's Berkeley Trilene. Oh, nope, he came unbuttoned. All right, didn't need to try to lift him. He came off for me. All right, let's try that again. Could have been the same fish that was hitting it that I kept missing, but they might be schooled up there. That could be a sign. They'll usually school up. There, I just cast it right out there again. Right about where that rod tip is. Not too far, about 20 yards offshore. Wish I could have a green version of this or a brown. Ooh, one had it. One picked it up. And he dropped it. Trying to make a cast. I'm getting a little too close. Probably just fell off a rock, I guess, or a boulder down there. All right, no to that one. Kind of a little bit boring out here, but it's better than sitting inside twiddling the thumb, especially when ice fishing is just around the corner. You gotta find anything to really pass the time, because I'm excited for ice. I'm sure a lot of you guys are too. Could care less about the snow, but I want the ice. I want that cold weather, thick black ice. It looks like we might get that because it looks like there's no snow in the forecast, so it's supposed to be cold, so we might get a really nice ice build. Clear black ice. That's what we need. But I'll be fishing right across the river there, starting off that little shallow flat. It's only 4 to 5 foot deep, but the fish really do school in there real nice. You really start getting in them after about 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm sure I'll have a couple dead sticks. I love using worms, especially in this river for ice fishing. Hopefully getting the crappies, because that first ice that I had didn't get into no crappies. Oop, there's a fish. Ooh, he's fighting. I pulled into him. I didn't even feel him on there. I just got pulled in there. I was about reeling it up to make another cast, and he was there. It's another decent small, a little bit bigger than the last one I had. You know, he's dogging a little bit. I want to tire him out as much as I can, so that'll be an easy unhooking. You guys can see him kind of swimming down there too, over the water. It's real nice and clear down there. I don't know if this year I'll be running an underwater camera or not, but my fiance, she don't like ice fishing unless she has an underwater camera. So let's see if we can get this little guy in without him coming unbuttoned. There he is. Nice little smallie. There's that clam drop kick right in his mouth. Yeah, it just came unhooked. Lucky me, right there. All right. Well, little guy. I'm just gonna reposition my plastic in that knot a little bit just so I get a little better action. But all right, let's see if we can catch one more before ending this video. I also have to run up to the store and grab some pop. But it was nice to at least get a couple on video for you guys. I know the bite's kind of slow, but you'll get a lot better come ice fishing season. They're kind of just, oh, maybe they're turned off. They should be turned on because there's a cold front coming in tomorrow. So you'd think they'd be turned on, but no clue why they're being pretty slow. I bet you if I had a bigger jig out there with like a Halgramite plastic on it, I'd be nailing them. That guy was just kind of there too. I was actually reeling in to make another cast, and he was on it. Picked the right time to bite. I was gonna try and go ice fish. I was gonna try and go do some trout fishing today and make a video down at the trout stream for you guys, but my fiance had came across a new one of those little race car beds for toddlers, you know, on Facebook, and she went to go pick that up today. So instead, but I would have loved to make a trout fishing videos for you guys. We got some really great trout streams here in northeast Iowa. I always make sure my line, after I cast, sometimes, you know, your line will be right there on your bail. I always make sure it's tucked in to where it's supposed to be, so that when you get a fish, you know, you're not pulling that line and possibly creating a snag point or a snap point, and don't need that. Just make sure it's always where it's supposed to be after you flip the bail, just to prevent any future problems. Just a kind of a habit I have too, especially when you put new line on. Sometimes it has those curls, or it likes to unravel on you. So that's kind of a habit I got into doing just because of that too. Alright, I think I'm going to try putting on a gamma scud. I think I'm going to go with pink just to match that jig head because I don't really feel like tying up everything again. But I'm going to take that Bobby Garland off. You guys can see how big that is. It's actually pretty small. I got some dirt on my hands. But so you guys can see that's pretty small. I think it's only about an inch. I think it's about an inch. Yeah, I think it's... Actually, it looks like it's about a half an inch. No. Yeah, it's an inch and a half. But that's one of my favorite plastics for crappies and bluegills. I'm gonna put on, I think, a pink gamma scud. See, I got all these. I got even more in my pocket, but I'm just flipping through these trying to find my pink ones. Smallies love pink. Pink may be girly, guys, but I suggest you use it. Fish love pink. And red. Pink, red, purple. These are my all-time favorite plastics. Your Tackle makes some amazing plastics. They have good scent, high action. It's just, you can't beat them. But we're gonna stick a pink one on there. Just kind of go with the gonna thread it on there real nice. Just like that, guys. Pink little gamma scud. Alright, gonna flip that out there and see how that goes for us. Shouldn't say flip because I'm casting about 40 yards, so you guys know what I mean. I'm gonna get back on my little pedestal over here, a little flat spot, just so I can get better footing. Might even try vertical jigging. Usually I bring my ice fishing rods and I'll vertical jig off the bridge. But after going to the store, we might try that for a little bit with this. On the far piling, about right where my rod tip is, about right there, that last one. Tacking some at slabs, but on that part of it, there's a lot of structure. Usually there's a lot of rock bass and smallies hanging around it, but I won't, if I tie them to a smallie, I don't think I'll be able to lift it up with this line, which is the scary part. I can do it maybe a 4 or 6 pound test, but not with 2 or 3, maybe 3 if it's a small one. But maybe 2 more casts, and I have to go to the store, and then I'll have to see you guys at the next spot. I really wish I didn't lose my bobber earlier. Got one of the little trout magnet bobbers, and I was fishing over there. If I would have kept that bobber, if I would have kept it from snagging, I would have caught a couple over there too. They really like that vertical presentation. They don't really like drag. I mean, the smallies like it to be dragged, but the perch and rock bass, they really like it when you're just slowly jigging it and pausing it under a bobber. I got a slip bobber, but I don't got the tools the ways to rig it up, so I left that stuff at home. All my bobber stops and beads. I'm very surprised I'm not getting whacked with this. Usually they're all over it.